I will listen to every single customer in my business, but that doesn't mean I'm going to engage with every single bit of feedback I get.
Okay. And we live.
Hey leaders, I'm Jahan Hadi. I'm an entrepreneur that's built multiple successful businesses. If you want to learn how to become a successful leader, come with me and I'll show you how. What's up leaders, I'm Jahan Hadi. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I'm an entrepreneur. I teach you about business, entrepreneurship, and making money online here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Today, I'm gonna talk to you about customer responses, customer engagement, customer complaints, customer service, customer responses, and the customer complaints that you get about all your products, about your services, about different stuff that you want to teach or that you want to sell or that you want to give as a service throughout your business. It doesn't matter what business you're in. What I'm going to teach you can apply to every single business. First off, I'm going to tell you pretty straightforward right now. All your customers' responses, all your customers' complaints, they don't matter. I know everyone says, yes, the customer is always right. That's true. To a certain extent. The customer is always right most of the time when it is a pattern. So there's two types of customer complaints, customer recommendations and different stuff like that. And I'm gonna teach you how to actually determine what type of response or complaint or different kind of commentary you're getting in your business and how to actually deal with it and whether it's worth your time or not to actually attend to that complaint or to that feedback. So the customer feedback that does matter, the customer complaints that do matter, is the type that is pattern based. It's a complaint that is legitimate, it makes sense, and is pattern based, data based. The type of customer feedback and complaint that does not matter is time wasting complaints or time wasting feedback. So there's two types of customers in the world that actually are going to give you feedback and give you commentary on your business. I will listen to every single customer in my business, but that doesn't mean I'm going to engage with every single bit of feedback I get. If I did that, I would have a collapsed business because I'd be listening to them and not listening to my experience and what I've learned over the years. So first off, you have to determine what type of customer that you're dealing with and what type of customer that you're listening to at that moment when you're making that decision. If you are new to owning a business, if you are new to actually building something, you probably haven't realized this before, but there's a lot of different types of people in the world that actually don't have much to do. Like they just want to waste time. They really don't have anything that they're focused on, that they have a legitimate goal. So if you as a business owner, you want to build a successful business, you have a goal, you have certain things that you've set to, certain smaller goals that you set for that large goal. You have something that you want to achieve in the future. Great, that's amazing. That's what you want to be, that's where you want to go. Now, if you don't know what you're doing, if you don't have any goals, if you don't have a path to go towards, you're not going to be going anywhere of substance. I'm not saying you have to know everything. You don't have to know everything. You can figure it out on the way, but you have to have a path. You have to have like a general direction that you want to follow, like a North Star or some kind of just a path that you want to go down. So for your customers, the time waster customers are the ones that literally they just want to waste your time. Let's use an advertising agency as a example, because that's a perfect example. Let's say a client of mine buys an advertising spot. We start building something up, some ad spots. We start building a audience up for them. We start building up like the actual videos, the video ads. We start building up some picture ads. We start getting some ad copy in there. We start doing the targeting. We start testing different things out. 2 weeks in of their first month, they're like, oh, this is taking too long and I'm not getting the results I want. That is a time waster client. Right away, I tell every single client what to expect and how they're gonna get there and how they can get to that end goal. Wherever they wanna get, they can get there, but they have to set their expectations as something that can be a reality. So to do that, They have to know how the path is to get there. But a lot of these people, they don't know where they really want to go. They just have an idea and they're like, I'll get there eventually or somehow. But they don't really care too much about it and they don't really go towards it. If that's you, you want to fix that because you're not going to be successful in business if you don't actually fix that. So to actually build this successful advertising campaign for this client, what I would do is say, okay, we're 2 weeks in, you want to finish this and actually get the results that we expected to get from the beginning. You don't want to start this out and kind of half-ass it and then give up after that and be like, oh no, it's too hard or taking too long or this or that. You want to follow through because when you don't follow through, you're not going to get any results or anything that you want. You have to follow through. You have to test. You have to figure out what works and what doesn't, and you have to understand how to do that. It's not just going to be like, one day you want it, next day you don't because you didn't get it immediately. That's not how the world works. That's not how life works. These time-wasting clients or these time-wasting customers, say for example, someone buys the course, they're complaining, oh, the videos are too long, or they're not engaging enough, or they're not this, they're not that. That's a time waster. That's someone that just wants to waste your time. They don't really want to get to their goal. They just want to make excuses for why they can't get there. That's not going to help you. That's not going to help them. I know it's harsh, but it's a reality. You have to fix your problems. You have to face your problems, and you have to improve yourself consistently every single day. No matter what, you have to consistently improve yourself. You have to grow every single day and make sure to be able to get these goals, not just say, oh, I want to do this and then not go towards it in any way or not really push towards that goal that you have. So those are the time-wasting customers. The legitimate customers, the way you determine legitimate complaints or legitimate feedback is by looking for patterns. So say you have your customer service team. They get this complaint, say, oh, this video is not loading. Okay, that could be a legitimate or a time-wasting complaint. Now, if one person's saying it, it's probably their computer. But if you have data to back that complaint, like if 5 people say it, 3 people say it, so anything, usually I go with 3 to 5 or more complaints from different people that have the same product, then I address that issue. Until that point, it's not worth addressing because it's not worth my time because it is not a real issue. It is a made-up issue from one person. If 2 people, that can be a coincidence. If it's 3 or more, or 5 or more, there's no doubting that, oh, this is an issue. No, it's definitely causing an issue because multiple people are having the same issue and they keep complaining about the same thing. That is obviously an issue. 1 person complains about something, it's not a problem. 2 people complain about something, it's not a problem, could be a coincidence. 3 people address that issue right away. You have to put that your customers as a top priority, but it has to be a legitimate issue for you to actually deal with it. You don't want to waste your time with stuff that is not a real issue. You don't want to waste your time with someone else that is wasting their life. You don't want to waste your time with someone else that's wasting their entire life just complaining about stuff. Like a Karen. You don't want to be a Karen. Don't be a Karen. These customers, they're Karens. Forget the Karens. Make sure to address the real problems in your business. Make sure to address and put focus on the real issues and the real complaints and the real feedback that you get within your business for stuff that matters. Don't waste your time on stuff that doesn't. That's how you determine whether a complaint or feedback from a customer is legitimate or not. Now, if someone can't log in, you should definitely address that. That's one of the few things. Like if someone can't log in or is having an issue with their specific product right after they buy it, obviously you should address that issue because they might have a problem with their account. Maybe they messed up logging in or setting it up somehow, but you should still address that issue. Now, if it's an issue that's more difficult, more complex, make sure it's 3 or more people that complain about the same thing. Otherwise, it's not a real problem. But if it's an account that's locked, if it's an account that they can't get into, they just bought it, they're still having issues, make sure to have your customer team look into that, the customer support team look into that. Because if that person bought it, they deserve to have access to it and they deserve to actually get what they're paying for. Make sure to be very straightforward, very clear, and show what you have to offer and what you can give your customers so that they know what to expect and so they don't expect more than the reality of what they're getting. In your marketing content, in all of the content that you give out to your customer, tell them they're gonna get something that you can guarantee, but always tell them less than you can actually give them. So you're always overperforming. So if someone pays for, let's just say, $1,000 worth of value, you want to always give them $2,000 worth of value. That's how you can always keep your customers getting more than they're actually expecting and being much happier than the average business will actually do. The average business is going to say, you're going to give us $10, we'll give you $10 of stuff. What you want to do within your business, they give you $10 worth of stuff, you're going to want to give them $20 worth of value or more. Try to hit that double or more mark. Make sure to actually do something that's going to help your business, and make sure to focus your time on the problems that actually matter. Thanks so much, guys, for watching, and make sure to hit that like button down below. Make sure to leave any comments for anything that you have any questions about down below as well. If there's anything I missed in here, if there's anything you're wondering, leave a comment about that. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Success or excuses, it's your choice.